Pritchard's Bank was originally created to finance transactions within the livestock industry. However, now they offer a lot more.
Central Kentucky Market President Louis Pritchard joins us now to tell us more. Thanks for joining us today.
Sure, glad to be here. Good morning to you all.
So you all are a community bank. What does that mean?
Well, we've been around since 1904, and as you might imagine, in 1904, our bank was very much a community bank at that point. Since that time, we've grown to be Kentucky's largest publicly traded bank, and in doing so, what's been important to us is not to lose that community bank feel and culture. And as a result, that has allowed us to grow tremendously over the last few years, particularly since 1989, when we've really enjoyed some exponential growth.
And talk a little bit more about that growth. What are you seeing?
Well, you know, it is what we have seen is, particularly in the markets that we manage here in Central Kentucky, is allowing people to grow financially in a financially sound way. And that's very important to us because it's important to them. It's important to the customer. So what we want to do as a good community bank and a representative of a good community bank is to offer that advice that we know we will be helpful to them in meeting their financial goals and whatever their dreams might be for the future.
When did you all make the transition from just working with the livestock industry to serving everybody?
Well, and basically, and I would say that happened over a period of time. It's a really very interesting story. From 1904 to 1989, we only had one branch.
Wow.
And it was in the Louisville area, right next to the stockyards, hence Stockyards Bank, and it was an agribusiness focused world. And then as out-of-state banks came into particularly Louisville and Kentucky, we saw a need to fill that gap. And then in 1989, we started growing and growing and growing. And then in 2021 is when we came into Central Kentucky.
Yeah, and speaking about that growth, tell us about where the Lexington locations are, how many there are here.
Well, it's not only Lexington.
Yeah.
We have, in Lexington proper, we have 3 locations. One off of, right behind Kroger's in the Tates Creek Shopping Center, downtown on Vine Street, and then in the Hamburg area right in front of Costco and Cabela's there that we're located. But we're in 10 counties. We have 19 locations. We go as far east as Moorhead, but predominantly we're in every contiguous county in Central Kentucky that touches Fayette County.
Awesome.
Are there any services that you all are particularly excited about or want to
Well,
introduce people to?
right now, one of the deposits and interest rates are very important, both on the lending side and people that are buying homes, et cetera, but also on the deposit side. So what we've tried to do is create a couple of products that we think would be beneficial to people in this environment. One of which is, without getting too commercialized here, is a penalty-free certificate of deposit that has a very nice rate associated with it that a customer could cash out if they had a need, something came up, that we could take care of that for them. And then we have another one that's a little longer that has a little higher rate, but it does not have the penalty-free feature. But what we're trying to do is make sure that we understand that the customer right now has a need for higher rates, and we're providing that.
What's that been like navigating people, still needing to come in and get loans, home loans, car loans, that kind of stuff with the interest rates the way they are?
There's no question that market has slowed down, and higher interest rates, albeit these probably are a little closer, if you go back in history, to more normalized rates. When we were, at 3% on home mortgages, that was a little bit of an anomaly. But right now, but people don't understand that. It's been a long time since we've had those kind of rates. But there's no question in all those markets it has slowed down. People who might want to sell and move to another house, they may need financing again. Their current rate is probably considerably lower than what the rates would be today.
Your website the best place to get more information?
Yes, syb.com.
All right, awesome.
Please take a look at us.
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.